welcome back to another edition of the Coach's Perspective here on Riverside TV. As we've had three great weeks of football, all close games. We're going to have another big one this Friday night as King is going to battle Poly, the inter-district rival that has been brewing for years. We're going to have both coaches on today, Coach McMains, and then, of course, the great Jerron Gilbert. But first, before we start anything, I am bringing on the leg of the year. Everybody knows how much I love kickers, and I'm bringing on this young man from Arlington High School. He is Javier Hernandez, El Lucha Legador. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm not doing as well as you. I'll tell you what, this past week, you kicked the fourth best high school kick in the history of the CIF, a 58-yard field goal, put you fourth all time. How does it feel? Did you get a lot of people calling you this weekend?
Obviously, it feels great, but yeah, just going through it at practice, and obviously it all paid off at the end.
Well, apparently you're a great soccer player. You missed the first two games. Am I correct on that?
Yeah.
Now, what were you doing? Somebody said you were playing in Mexico City or La Michoacan. I don't know where you were playing, my friend, but tell us what you were doing for the first 2 weeks of the season.
Yeah, the first 2 weeks of the season ends of school. I was in Mexico playing a tournament with teams all over the country from Spain, Brazil, and then a couple Mexican teams, and then a team from Dallas. So it was a eight-team tournament, and then obviously just went out there and did what I do.
Now, do you kick 58-yard goals? I mean, in soccer, what's your position in soccer? Don't tell me you're a goalie. If you're a goalie, then you're wasting your time.
No, I'm a striker. I'm the goal scorer.
Now, I heard you're a smart kid. You take AP classes as well?
Yeah, I have a couple AP on my list, especially, and then last year and sophomore year. So yeah.
Well, before we let you go, El Lucha Legador, Javier Hernandez, I want to know this. A lot of people are going to start coming after you now to play college football. Is there a chance you might play college football, or are you going to play college soccer? What are you going to do?
It's kind of up in the air, all in God's hands at this point. But yeah, just grateful for everything that's happening right now.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you can play both, I mean, what's your goal? What's your favorite school that you want to go to play soccer?
Probably Georgetown or UNC, one of those two.
Ooh, but at least good colors. Go to North Carolina, those are better colors. Okay,
I don't know.
So if I call those coaches, I'm going to say, Javier Hernandez wants a full scholarship, but he has to play soccer and he has to kick field goals. Can you punt?
Yeah.
Can you punt at all or no?
No, I just do the field goal kicking.
Oh, come on! You know what? You need to punt too. We need to get you. I need to get you more involved so I can get you that full scholarship.
Okay, that sounds great.
So are we going to have you the rest of the season for Arlington High School?
Yeah.
All right, so the Lucha Legador will be back. He is the great Javier Hernandez. I said it wrong the first time, but I'll never say it wrong again. Congratulations this week, young man, and good luck to you the rest of the way. And I want to see a 59-yarder or a 60-yarder. You kick a 60-yarder, I'm telling you what, I will get a tattoo of your face right on my right leg so I can kick field goals. Sound good?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay, you put a 60-yarder up there, I'll get a tattoo of Javier El Lucha Legador. He is Javier Hernandez, and he's from Arlington High School. Check him out every single week. Check his stats out, and then check us out later on the Friday Night Pep Rally here on Riverside TV. We're going to be right back with the head coaches of both King and Poly here in studio right after this. We'll be right back on the Coach's Perspective.
If you like architecture and history, then don't miss the Doors Open event in Riverside. Many buildings, some which aren't normally open to the public, will open their doors for a look at each one's unique history. Doors Open is free to the public, so visit doorsopenriverside.com to see participating locations. And don't forget to use the hashtag DoorsOpenRiverside to tag us on social media. And we're back here on the Coach's Perspective as we have a big game coming up this week, the inner rivalry.
King versus Poly, and right now we have the head coach of Martin Luther King High School, the great Jason McMains. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great, man. You finally got me on, man, and I apologize for the last one, but we're doing great. We're actually out in the field right now and getting ready for the great game coming up on Friday.
Well, you know who's just a little more flaky than you are? Do you know who that is? Anybody that goes to Poly. You like that? Everybody knows. The big rivalry, though, you already took care of you did something really terrible this past Friday, is you injured and maimed my Ramona Rams, and now they're hiding, and now they won't talk to me. How was that game? Great game, by the way.
Thank you, man. That was, I'm real happy how our boys played, especially again after game one. We kind of, had to do some soul searching during the bye week and, really come to and understand there's a lot of things that we got to fix, and our boys took it real serious during the bye week and had a good week of preparation for the Ramona Rams. And Coach Mashinsky does a great job there. I got so much respect for what he does, and they got a good group. And I know they're young this year, but we had a lot of things that we had to fix, and I thought for the most part our boys did that, and we had a good outcome on Friday, and hopefully now the challenge is to continue to progress and take the next step forward.
Well, tell us, I'll tell you what, there was a kid had a great game, Bob Green's son. Tell us about Mr. Green.
Oh, man, we had a lot of guys that played exceptionally well on Friday, but Sam did an amazing job for us. He's a two-way, starter for us that excels at linebacker and tight end. And, we really haven't had a true H-back tight end in a while, and he's definitely helped us out a lot, within the running game, big time. That's been a big focus of emphasis throughout fall camp. And definitely he can make some damage and make things happen in the passing game and scored 2 touchdowns. But, all of that being said, he's a tremendous physical linebacker for us and can play inside, outside. I mean, he'll do whatever we ask him to do, and I'm blessed to be able to coach him.
Now, besides Sam Green, you've had to have somebody step up and surprise you. I mean, heck, like I said, the great game versus Ramona, a very good game for a half against Roosevelt. You're right there. But who has really kind of surprised you on your team this year?
Now I wouldn't say surprised, but, our starting quarterback, Joshua Harper, he's been in our program for 3 years now. And, he's really taken a grasp to controlling what we want to do. And he has a good understanding, of our concepts and has done a great job. Even did some good things against Roosevelt. We had, as a team, we had some opportunities there in that first half, and we just didn't take advantage of it, and that's some of the things that we had to correct. And and I think we're working on those things. Other than that, besides Harper, I think, Riker Galvin had an amazing game against Ramona, had over 200 yards all purpose, and he had a 99-yard interception return. Had, I think, over an 80-yard kickoff return. Does a great job in the slot for us and plays great on defense as a safety. Robert George, as a receiver and DB for us, has done some outstanding things. And, Christian Hicks has been a big time leader for us, and does the dirty work for us. He's our center and inside linebacker, and is just a tough, hard-nosed guy, and so we really like what we got. And Andrew Dixon, he anchors our D-line, and he's been doing that since his sophomore year last year, and we just look for him to continue to grow and get better.
And Coach, coming into this week's game, big rivalry. What do you know about the Poly Bears? What are your thoughts on Jerron Gilbert and his club?
I got so much respect from Coach Gilbert. We go back. We know each other from our contacts back at the great Haruba Valley country of the Jaguars. And, he does a great job there. He's got that thing rolling, and they got a good group of players. And, much respect to him and his staff and players and what they do. But, I'm, like you, man, I'm a Rubidoux boy, and, for some reason, and being here at King, I could just, you don't have a very liking to the Poly Bears, right? And so that's kind of that's what kind of fuels the fire with this rivalry. So I've grown up to kind of not really be a big fan of the green and orange.
Well, I think Riverside Poly has had that big target on their back from every Riverside school since 1886 or whatever they've been around.
Yeah, it's so funny because like when I played at Rubidoux really didn't have, we didn't have Patriot at the time, and Hoopa Valley was just kind of fairly new. And so Rubidoux really never had, a rivalry, but for some reason Rubidoux made Poly their rival, because we'd always play it. So, Coach Cochran would always, kind of instill that hatred, of the Poly Bears, and it's just kind of have lived with me forever.
Well, Jason McMains, he is the head coach of Martin Luther King High School. They're going to play Riverside Poly at our game of the week Friday night. Gonzalez on, myself, and a cavalcade of stars will be at that game. Thanks for joining us, Jason, and look forward to seeing you Friday night.
All right, thank you.
He is Jason McMains. We'll be right back with the head coach of Riverside Poly. Yes, Jerron Gilbert will be here. We'll talk Riverside Poly football right after these messages here on The Coach's Perspective. We'll be right back.
If you like architecture and history, then don't miss the Doors Open event in Riverside. Many buildings, some which aren't normally open to the public, will open their doors for a look at each one's unique history. Doors Open is free to the public, so visit doorsopenriverside.com to see participating locations. And don't forget to use the hashtag DoorsOpenRiverside to tag us on social media.
And we're back here on The Coach's Perspective here on Riverside TV as we are now joined live and in person, the great Jerron Gilbert. How are you today, Jerron?
Doing well today. Getting things going.
Hey, 3
Getting ready
weeks
for this
in.
week.
Yeah, I tell you, we're 3 weeks in. You're playing everybody under the sun in Riverside.
Right.
You have King on Friday. You played Ramona. You played Arlington. Was this set up by you, or is this just something that everybody's playing everyone now?
This is how it is. We've had Hillcrest and Arlington.
Oh, that's yes.
Yeah, King this week and the Ramona next week. But it's fun. It's good to get the competitive juices flowing in the city and kind of build this competition up. I enjoy it.
Now, you've been here 3 games, been very successful, played up and down, kind of typical of a new program early in the year. What are some of the surprises that you've found from your Poly team this year?
That we're in a fight every week. Every week the kids are fighting, and they're not backing down from that fight. Now, first game it went our way. The last 2 it didn't, but literally all 3 games have been a play or 2 away. Very easily we could be 3-0 right now. We're sitting at 1-2. We just have to stop shooting ourselves in the foot and learn how to become winners.
Well, the first couple of weeks, you didn't score a lot. This third week, though, you put up some points. Something different in the offense that you saw?
It was great to see the offense clicking. We got some things going, made some changes. Defensively, we went against a good group, good quarterback, good receiver, and had our struggles in dealing with that. We had some injuries that some guys needed to step up that we weren't dependent on. But all in all, at the end of the day, we're in a fight. Came down to the last play. We just have to come out victorious and learn how to finish games.
Well, Coach, I'll tell you what, it's really nice seeing the old coaches, new coaches on your staff, kind of blending this team together. Fun to watch. I've enjoyed seeing you guys play twice so far on Riverside TV. But you're playing a pretty daunting Martin Luther King offense. What are you going to tell your guys? What are you telling your team this week about King?
We need to be sound more than anything. Play hard, play fast, play physical, which is the expectation every week. But this team is well coached. They execute well offensively on both sides of the ball. And they do a lot of things that really challenge your keys defensively, whether it's the linebackers, the defensive linemen. Our eye discipline, our footwork, everything has to be sound this week in execution. If we do those things, we have a chance, and if we don't, we won't. But the way we've been fighting, the guys are hungry for a victory. Now it's time to pull it all together, offensively, defensively, and go out there and play a great game.
Talking about your offense, tell us who surprised you from some of the standpoint of the guys you have just kind of shined.
Well, one that has been meeting expectations is our running back, Ja'Shawn Thomas.
Very good player.
He's been working hard in the weight room off season. He's physically, about 220, 225. He's imposing, and he falls forward on every carry. And he's taken that role. This past week, he had about 145, I believe, on the ground, on 29, 30 carries, just consistent time after time. Our quarterback this week really took a big step. He had his struggles in the first two games. Young guy, but going out there and managing the offense, he had about 260 in the air, along with, just managing and making the right decisions, whether it's on the reads, getting it out to the receivers, when it's appropriate, or handing the ball off, the basic things to keep our offense rolling and keep us moving forward instead of backwards. So it was a huge kind of moral victory or personal victory in the game, just didn't lead to the W in the win column.
Now, you obviously have played at the highest level. Defensively, I know you love those defensive line guys. Is there anybody that exemplifies what kind of way you played as a player? Is there any guy on that line you go, that's our leader?
We have a few guys that each have their strengths. We were down this week defensively. First couple games, first game, Keaton Stokely. Second game he came in, and he's been our rock. He's been battling an injury and should be back with us very soon. The young guy that's stepping up is Benji Matthews.
Yes, that guy, young man.
He is.
You've heard his name a lot.
And aside from the huge height differential,
yes,
I think I see a lot of myself in, because he goes from end to tackle and plays inside and out, and will get the job done wherever you put him. And he gets off the ball, plays on the on the offensive side of the line, knocks guys back, and it's good with his hands. He has all those things in a shorter frame.
In a Benji, a small
right.
Benji size
in a 5'6", 5'7", just a bulldog out there. But he's been impressive to watch at such a young age as a sophomore.
Now, Coach, I would be remiss if I don't mention this. There is a video of you jumping out of a pool that everybody talks about. Now, I want to know this. I'm a basketball guy. Could you jump out of the gym? Were you a good jumper? Can you still dunk?
In my day, I can still dunk, but when I reach up, my hand's about 8 inches from the rim. So it's not the most impressive thing these days, but in my day, yeah, I was a leaper.
So do people bring that up to you quite a bit?
They'll bring the video up because it was viral. I've seen some failed attempts.
Yeah.
At the pool after guys hanging out, but these days no, I'm low to the ground.
Well, check it out if you can. It's on YouTube. I'm training my kids at my house right now to jump out of the pool. Our pool's about 6.5 feet deep, but if I figure they can do it at the 2-foot level, then they'll be just like you.
They'll work their way up.
They got to work their way up somehow. But check it out. Jerron Gilbert, he is the head football coach at Riverside Poly, and we're going to have him Friday night with Gonzalez on as they battle Martin Luther King here on Riverside TV. Thanks for joining us, Jerron.
That was a pleasure.
All right, he is Jerron Gilbert, and we come back, we'll have more on the Coach's Perspective here on Riverside TV.
If you like architecture and history, then don't miss the Doors Open event in Riverside. Many buildings, some which aren't normally open to the public, will open their doors for a look at each one's unique history. Doors Open is free to the public, so visit doorsopenriverside.com to see participating locations. And don't forget to use the hashtag DoorsOpenRiverside to tag us on social media.
And welcome back to the Coach's Perspective here on Riverside TV. As we heard from El Lucha Legador, Jason McMains, and Jerron Gilbert all in one show, but we can't end it without meeting our guy, the great play-by-play voice of Riverside TV. He is Gonzalez on. How are you today, my friend Gonzal?
Jeff, joining you sans laptop. So I'm on a phone here. My laptop is out for servicing. The company told me they were open Saturday, and they weren't. So I'm waiting until the end of the long weekend. But no, it's been good. I'm glad we had a great game on Friday. Looking forward to another great game this Friday between King and Poly. Rivalry game.
What are your initial thoughts? I mean, you know, Poly goes out and wins the first game against Ramona, then they lose to Arlington, and then Sultana. I mean, a close one. What about this Poly team? Good, bad, indifferent? What are they?
We'll find out, right? I mean, I think you're disappointed, obviously, if you're a head coach, John Gilbert, and you're the Poly fan base because you lost. But you did put 47 points on the board. It was a thriller of a game, and so kind of, this is what pre-league is for. You're kind of trying to put some puzzle pieces together. What do you have? What do you not have? Particularly for Coach Gilbert because he wasn't there last year. And I think Poly is really figuring it out. As far as King goes, they look real good, right? I mean, we know about Ramona. We know how well Ken Mashinsky does things over there, and they handled Ramona after being handled by Roosevelt. But Roosevelt really good. We know how good Roosevelt is, and we know that they were probably just maybe a little bit ahead of King. King's had a couple of weeks now to catch up. They had the bye week in between. So and again, Jeff, it's a rivalry game, right? So if King were 3-0 and Poly were 0-3, you'd still throw everything out because it's a rivalry game, and those games tend to be close. And we're kind of the good luck charm. We've had a bunch of close games this year. Every game we've done, Jeff, has been close.
It's been great, and we have one more game coming up, and we're going to have the home opener of the Tigers this Saturday. Are you excited to watch Tom Kraft and his craftiness of maybe we'll have a great quarterback, great kicker, and just amazing skill guys?
Yeah, Jordan Barton stepped in and played well against Long Beach. It was 45-40, so you're looking on the defensive side. But from people who were there, they said, the score, Long Beach scored a little bit late. So the game was pretty much in control. But, James Cook always does a great job on the defense. And, Jeff, to be fair, they really had to turn over the roster. So I think Tom Kraft, James Cook, and his entire staff, they're still figuring some things out there at RCC in terms of their personnel. There are a couple of players back from last year. Bryce Strong, the running back, will be back. We'll get a look at him again. So it'll be interesting to see how the Tigers reconstituted themselves after their third straight trip to the state final. Of course, they won the state championship in 2019. There was no season in 2020. They reached the final in 21 and 22, losing both times. Last year, it was up in San Mateo, and it was a downpour. Remember, they're a passing team, and they were literally playing in a monsoon. I think that hurt them a little bit. A couple of years ago, it was a very close game. So I'd expect the Tigers to contend yet again, Jeffrey.
Well, we have two great ones. You'll be on the call with me on Friday night, King Poly, and then Saturday at noon, versus RCC game home opener. He's Ghazal Hassan. I'm Jeff Gorham, and we will be back on Friday night for the pep rally, but check us out Friday night for the football and Saturday as well. Thanks for joining us, Ghazal, and we will see you Friday afternoon.
If you like architecture and history, then don't miss the Doors Open event in Riverside. Many buildings, some which aren't normally open to the public, will open their doors for a look at each one's unique history. Doors Open is free to the public, so visit doorsopenriverside.com to see participating locations. And don't forget to use the hashtag DoorsOpenRiverside to tag us on social media.